might be time for someone to take Pete Hegseth's phone away from him. The United States Defense Secretary is once again facing accusations that he shared sensitive military plans while using his personal phone, this time with his own family. Roger Collins joins us now with the details. Roger?
Emily, we're learning that this second chat, which used the encrypted messaging app Signal, more or less was the same mistake as the last, involving details of military strikes on Houthi targets in Yemen. However, many are raising questions on why Hegseth's brother, wife, and personal attorney would need to be in the know.
Hoaxsters. This group, no, this group right here, full of hoaxsters.
Pete Hegseth took some time from the White House egg roll today to address new allegations that he used a non-government messaging app to share war plans, again, this time with his family and personal lawyer. Last month, the defense secretary was named in another report after the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic was accidentally added to a group chat on Signal with a number of other senior White House officials. In it, they openly discussed flight schedules for F-18 Hornets that were set to carry out several strikes against Houthi targets in Yemen. Matters were only made worse after Hegseth denied texting any war plans.
Nobody was texting war plans, and that's all I have to say about that.
And in response, The Atlantic released those war plans. Soon after, the Pentagon launched an investigation into the matter, and things have only gotten worse. This latest report, first published by the New York Times Sunday and later corroborated by several other major news outlets, claims that Hegseth had another chat with similar discussions, only this one involved his wife, his two brothers, and his personal lawyer, all of which he and Trump both downplayed as old news.
Are you bringing up Signal again? I thought they gave that up 2 weeks ago. Just the same old stuff from the media. That's an old one. Try finding something new.
See, this is what the media does. They take anonymous sources from disgruntled former employees, and then they try to slash and burn people and ruin their reputations. Not going to work with me, because we're changing the Defense Department, putting the Pentagon back in the hands of warfighters, and anonymous smears from disgruntled former employees on old news doesn't matter. So
Typically, war plans are only communicated on a need-to-know, top-secret basis, and certainly not over messaging apps that are widely available to the public.
It's putting the operation, those fighter pilots who are in the air about to conduct this operation, at risk with people that don't need to know this information.
All the while, similar messaging from U.S. Press Secretary Carolyn Leavitt, who later took to X denouncing NPR for publishing a story that she's labeled fake news, which claims the White House has begun the process of looking for a new Secretary of Defense. If we take a look at Trump's first term, he wasn't exactly forgiving with his cabinet picks when their effectiveness began to wane. Take Rex Tillerson, Mark Esper, or David Shulkin, all once highly praised by Trump, only to get canned at the first hiccup. Either way, none of this bodes well for the image of a strong, cohesive White House, especially when fired staffers are putting out joint statements like this, which read in part, "We are incredibly disappointed by the manner in which our service at the Department of Defense ended. Unnamed Pentagon officials have slandered our character with baseless attacks on our way out the door. All three of us served our country honorably in uniform. For two of us, this included deployments to the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan." And earlier today, prominent Republican Congressman Don Bacon came out as the first GOP official to raise concerns over Hegseth's ability to run the DoD and suggests he should go.